It's the weekend, and the only way to kick this weekend off is with your Predictor League. And gents, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to the weekend and welcome to the Predictor stream and welcome to Ten Hag out. Yes or no, Twist?
It's not as easy as that, but still no.
Still no.
Still no, man.
Nana. What's my name? Oh, Nana. Just explain to me, please. Please. You got rid of De Gea, Mr. Golden Gloves.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
A player, a goalkeeper, sorry, I say player because that's kind of more what he is, who can play with his feet. And he passes a beauty straight to, was it Icardi? What is this? Absolute joke of a keeper.
Let's not rewrite history on the freaking De Gea was the best keeper that we've ever had at this club, man. He knocked us out of the Europa League. He knocked us, he arguably lost us the FA Cup final, made numerous mistakes in his career, especially in the last few seasons. He was on his way out. He needed upgrading. Was it maybe a season too soon? Maybe, but no one could have anticipated. Look, everyone's rewriting history and saying, oh, I knew Onana was crap. I knew he was rubbish. He's going to be rubbish. He's Ten Hag's boy. No, he wasn't. Everyone said Onana was a good goalkeeper. Pep Guardiola said he was a good goalkeeper.
I did not. I have receipts.
Whatever.
I have receipts.
Your opinion don't count because you give so many of them. You're bound to be right. And yeah, Pep Guardiola said he was a great keeper in the Champions League final. He was the goalkeeper of the tournament in the Champions League final. Neuer's come out and said in the summer that he was one of the best goalkeepers in the world. This wasn't just Ten Hag's freaking boy. This was everyone acknowledging he was a good keeper. No one could have foreseen that he'd come in and been as bad as he is.
Let's talk about Sir Ten Hag, right? Onana, his choice, flop. Mason Money Mount, his choice, flop. Anthony, his choice, flop. Yeah, can't get rid of Maguire, flop.
Oh, wait. Can't get rid of Maguire. That is not Ten Hag's fault.
Really?
Do you want to start going into the whole Glazers issue? Because that is definitely a Glazer issue.
Oh, is this all good? So the reason, all right, forget that one. I'll get rid of Maguire. I don't care about Maguire. The longer he stays, the better. Okay. Can't beat Crystal Meth Palace at home, flop. Got lucky against Forest. VAR against Wolves. Worst start in 36 years in your history ever. But you're Ten Hag in.
You actually said VAR, man, when we've been absolutely screwed in every other game since that Wolves.
Happy clap.
Look. Let's just clarify this. Last week, I says it's the start of the turnaround. It was going to be the start of the turnaround. We had a good few fixtures coming up. We had Palace and we had Galatasaray. We had Brentford, and then we had Sheffield United. I thought, okay, this is the moment. This is the moment we turn this season around. And it turned into a disaster, man. What a difference a week makes. I did not foresee them two results in the last week that were happening at all, man. And what did I say to you after the Crystal Palace game, the second Crystal Palace game? I said, I'm still Ten Hag in. I'm still Ten Hag in, but in 2 months or 2 weeks, whenever I do switch, or if I do switch Ten Hag out, that's the game I will go back to and identify that was the point, the turning point, because that was unacceptable. That Palace defeat was unacceptable. The performance against Galatasaray was unacceptable. And we've got 2 games now against Brentford and Sheffield United. And I'm putting a stipulation out there. Performances, 1, have to improve. 2, minimum 4 points. If we don't get 4 points, I'm going to start going on the turn because it's getting beyond a joke. We're in a crisis. I still think he's the right person. I still think he's the right person to get us forward and turn us out of this crisis because 1, I don't think he's lost the dressing room. It doesn't feel the same as it did under the end of Ollie and the end of Jose.
Ollie was better. Ollie was better.
No, the players are down tools then. The players are fully down tools. They weren't trying. I don't see a lack of effort in the players at the moment. Maybe Rashford aside. The rest of them, I still think they're trying, but they're just making too many individual errors. He's making errors. Ten Hag is making errors. 100% he's making errors. The way he just loves Rashford the whole time. He won't drop him. Last few games, he has subbed him off, which is progress, but he needs to start dropping him in when he keeps putting these performances in. Setup-wise, why he's playing Amrabat at left-back, I do not know. He's cost us 2 goals against Galatasaray. He's
literally Scooby-Doo. He even sounds like Scooby-Doo.
Every Man U fan wants to see the link up of Casemiro and Amrabat in the middle, sitting there holding and controlling the midfield. He hasn't done it yet. He better do it tomorrow. If he puts Amrabat at left back tomorrow, I'm not going to be happy.
Ooh, it's close to Ten Hag. And you have a lot to answer for. You cheating scum. You absolute cheating scum.
What do you mean cheating scum?
Cheating scum. Even by Man U standards, that VAR decision is on another planet. Was he offside, Mo? Was he offside?
It's debatable. I mean, subjective, man.
I'm feeling I'm losing the tag. Slowly, the Manchester United tag is dissolving away, man. It's proven this season, and that one. But you've got to admit that is.
Twist. We were talking about this before. Forget Tottenham's VAR. What about Forest VAR the other day?
Don't try to change the subject.
Clear handball. Don't talk to me about VAR without mentioning Forest handball in the box.
That is subjective. That's subjective. We are talking about lines.
Subjective. We put his hand in the air, and then they didn't even check it.
Lines. We are talking about lines.
When Dermot Gallagher admits the referee has made a mistake, you know it's bad. And he said it should have been a penalty for Brentford in that game. So you literally have no
one subject at a time. One subject at a time. You did not answer the question. Was he offside or not?
Yes. He was offside. We've seen mistakes there. Okay, wait. Look. He was offside. Sorry, he wasn't offside. But we've seen offsides given when they weren't offside. We've seen the other way around. What's the big deal? It's only because it's Liverpool that everyone has to make this hoo-ha, big, it's as if the world is against them and everyone's with them now. It's just ridiculous, man. It's like, why are they making such a big deal out of it? By the way, I just want to clarify, it was 1-0 at the time. They had 10 men. It was only going to be 1-1, even if they got that goal. It's not like we were going to go on to lose.
I'm telling you from experience, it's going to cost you as well. We had that one decision against Wolves with that disallowed goal after disallowed goal. VAR screwing us week in, week out. So expect that to come on the odd game.
I can't believe the noise made around this goal, man. As if it was going to change the whole game. It wasn't going to change the whole game.
And the Jota one now is absolute stupidity. That first year.
How can you say it's stupid? Well, okay, all right. Let's just go over this. If you want to talk about it, okay. First one. Udogie was running through on a counter attack, could potentially lead to a goal. What does Jota do? He's running here. He runs behind him. Jota is sly. Jota is cynical. He knows exactly what he's doing. He runs behind him, clips his ankle, makes him clip his other leg.
You're worse than Nick. Seriously,
I'm just telling you facts. He clips him. That is a stone cold yellow card for me. He knew exactly what he was doing. He was on a counter attack. Second one. I'm sorry, you're on a yellow card. You're diving in like that. I mean, whether or not the first one was yellow or not, why are you diving in like that? That's the most stupid foul I've ever seen. If anyone's going to disagree with that, that's his fault. Put that on him. If you're on a yellow card, you know that. Anyway, if you want to talk about Jota.
So according to you, he was onside and it wasn't a yellow card.
Sorry, if you want to talk about Jota, what's that? Explain that to me. I knew you were coming. I knew that you were going to come at me with these things. What's that?
Man, you're worse than the VAR guy showing the clip of the freaking broken ankle shot before he goes over there, man. That's just...
Yeah, I know you can all see that. Do you know what happened there? He booted him in the head. He's bleeding. He gets nothing. And then he goes on to score the winner in the last minute. That's Diogo Jota for you. So don't talk to me about Jota getting a red card. Clear red card. He is disgusting. He is cynical. He knows exactly what he's doing.
That's like saying if I shot Nick in the head and killed him, and then some other random act came and shot me in the head, that would be okay. They ain't both murder. But
no, it's the same guy. It's the same guy. There's no smoke without fire. He done that foul. Why are you not calling out that VAR decision as one of the worst? Why is everyone saying this is one of the worst? That was a red card, and we would have won that game. Instead, we lose it because
you have a Liverpool agenda. You have a Liverpool. Well, I know you have a Liverpool agenda. But...
Right. I mean, I brought you like for like. Actually, this is worse.
Yes or no? Was he offside?
He was offside. Yeah, he was offside. Sorry, he was onside. He was onside. That's fine.
All right, there you
go. I admit that.
So you cheated.
How did we cheat? What's it got to do with Spurs? The incompetency of referees. Right. I mean, this just shows you.
If this
just shows you this one mistake.
We could have taken the ball and put it into our own net out of just sheer class. That's what would have happened. Your stupid Aussie rules football who doesn't know that, who thinks the goalposts are above the goal, has no class. No class.
The referees manage the game. We don't manage the game. Our target is to score more goals than the opposition. You know, if you want us to referee the game, then we're changing the whole rules there.
Okay, he wants to ask you all these questions. Let's ask Wolverine. Was it a handball penalty for Brentford?
No.
Was it a foul by Turner?
Yes.
Okay, 100% you're saying on that?
Yeah.
Oh my God, VAR. Nottingham Forest, man.
How so? In the reverse fixture, we had to get an apology.
Oh, wait.
So now you can bring the opposite one. What about
you let me finish my sentence?
What aboutism?
Let me finish my sentence. If you shut up for a second, we had to get an apology from the PG laugh my ass off LMAO. There's been no apology issued to Brentford, has there? So it's a subjective one on that.
What's what I'm saying? You literally just said it should have been a penalty, so it's the same difference, no?
But it's a subjective call.
So these apologies are so key.
No, these are subjective calls. Offside is onside or offside. Penalty is subjective. You can't argue that.
Man. Offside is not offside, man. The way they do this now, they looked underneath the bonnet and see how they do it, man. I'm even more convinced that Garnacho is onside against Arsenal. So
that's the thing. That's what I'm saying. Everyone's saying that this is the worst offside decision. This just shows how many more mistakes do they make that we don't even know about. There's loads of time where they don't draw the lines.
Exactly.
Hey, Stoney, don't help them out with names, man. I mean, seriously.
There we go. Thank you. That's the one. That's
not even a good one. That's not even a good one. It's Manchester United and Tottenham Hotspurs, man. That's exactly what it is right now.
Wow, because we've had
one
decision. It just shows you one decision out of stupidity and a mistake. It just shows you it was a complete mistake. We heard the audio. So they've never intentionally given us anything, but that was intentional.
There was brown envelopes involved.
Right,
Anyway, let's move on. We haven't even got started. Bloody hell. Okay, let's have a look at this leaderboard. I don't really want to, man.
Yes, now that's the table.
Was that? I know it was subjective. Was that handball?
Are you going back to the Champions League final?
Champions League final. We lost the Champions League final because of a decision about handball against Liverpool, and people still have the gall to talk to me about one offside goal where they had 10 men, later 9 because they're disgusting, and that would have made it 1-0. This is a Champions League final.
An idiot. You are seriously an idiot.
Final. Because listen, you wouldn't know about a Champions League final.
No.
So
firstly, no, shut up, right? Because firstly, in European football, handball is handball. Yeah. And in that season, if I remember rightly, any contact with hand was a penalty. There's different rules on handball between Premier League and European football.
Booting it from less than a meter. Booting it from less than a meter into his armpit is handball, is it?
As Crypto and Brandon are saying, get over it, man. Get over it. Yeah. What was the?
I'm being called out on VAR being bad and all this stuff. VAR is excellent. That's what I can say.
Anyway, Emma, top dog for music with 18. And what the hell are you doing making a move, Nick? 17 and a half for the week.
The table I want to actually look at, man, right there. Second, back in the game, up 50 places. Top 20, better look out, man. Top 16, actually.
Richard had a good week, 15 and a half. Third high, Bet MMA flying as well. Tony Laroni on 14. Some good points here. I don't know. Where am I? There I'm 10. Double figures key. Slow and steady. Beat Forest down. That's the main thing. Where are the rest of you guys? Shout out your scores in the comments. Dave with 9. Ez with 9. What we got here? Sai with 8.5. Terrible from Sai. Marky boy, oh my god, he looks like he's from Reservoir Dogs in that picture. 8.5. Sharky with 8. Some terrible scores from you. And there's Simple as with 7, man. With 7. By the way, who did you go for, Mo? Did you go for Spurs or Liverpool to win that game?
We don't answer those kind of questions.
No, it's kind of embarrassing, man. A week where Man U lose and neither of you get a decent amount of points. I'm obviously backing Man U and I still finished second. So that just shows how impressive my freaking predictions were last week.
Yeah, right. Tony, well done. Moves up 7 overall into top place. Ads goes down 1. So does Forever Forest. Richard Lionheart up 30 places to 4th. This is still very malleable, this league. Shanghai in 5th. Sherwood in 6th. DJ in 7th. Lewis in 8th. Martin in 9th, and Finding Nico, I like that name. Up there's your top 10. There you go, Nick. Biggest mover, 50, 17th place. Let's shout out some other ones. Gans moving 22, Davey 26, Mick up 34. There's some decent movements. Bet MMA 46. My God. And there's me making up the top 50. Simple as you're still not even in the top 50. What the hell is going on? There's a £2 donation from Brandon.
Thank you.
Big shout out to Brandon. That's for Twist for the new United manager. I'm sure that will get them Ollie back, would it not? That would get them back. All right, thank you so much, Brandon. Appreciate it, bro. All right, let's jump into this. Oh, and we kick off with the cheats. Spurs. Could you get an easier match than Luton? I mean, not only are you cheating on the pitch, you're cheating on the actual matches, man, the way you're lining them up. Luton, Tottenham, chat. What do you think on this one? And simple as, I'm assuming you're going to Spurs win here. I mean, you got VAR now, so you should be fine.
Do we even need to discuss this? You're looking at the new league leaders at the end of this. There's going to be many a screenshot happening right after this match. There's going to be many screenshots being taken of that Premier League table. And Son has been declared fit as well. So, I mean, this should be simple. I mean, Luton have been looking a little bit better recently. They've been settling in a little bit. But, I mean, the only thing that's worrying me is that crappy stadium and that crappy pitch. Could it pit off some of the players? But, come on. The form that we're in, Maddison and Son, as long as they're playing, it's game over for everyone, I'd say. I've gone 3-1.
The guy you didn't want, the guy you didn't want, just for the record.
Yeah. Can you substantiate that?
You said he was too old.
I didn't say he was too old. I said it's unfortunate that he's like 27. He's not going to be in his prime for like the next 5.
Nick, what did he say?
I had to convince you. You got to admit, I had to convince you on Maddison.
Yeah. I'm not saying. We always knew Maddison was a good player. He's doing better than I thought he would. But the only reason I said he's old is because he's 27. I wanted him more to be like 24 in his prime. I'm going to keep him for the next 6 years. And it's a shame that he missed out playing with Kane, but he has been brilliant, I have to admit. Everyone has to admit. And with Son, it's just deadly at the moment. So, yeah, Solomon is injured for a while now. I guess Richarlison might have to tuck into left wing again.
Jono's out for another week, isn't he?
Jono's out, yeah. He's just going to miss out on this one. So I don't think we'll risk him against Luton. It's probably a good time for him to be injured, to be honest.
So where are you going?
3-1.
3-1. What are you saying, Twist? Loads of 3-1.
I've seen it a few times in the chat. What would be more Spursy than going to arguably the worst team in the Premier League, a team with a freaking League 2 level stadium, and going there and losing? That is the definition of Spursy. Have they lost that tag yet? Are they going to lose this game? I can't see it, but just that back of your mind with Spurs, it's always they've got the Spursiness, man.
Ange Ball, man. Ange Ball.
It's still only 7 games in, man, so it still could come. I'm not got the confidence to go against Spurs there, so I'm going 2-0.
Chester the Jester saying, remember the debate between Son and Awoniyi? Where's Taiwo been recently? Well, that's only 2/3 of the debate because you still got, was it Trashford in there as well? I mean, if you want to count your chickens before they've hatched, just like you were calling that Leicester would be safe last season, how did that end up?
Very poignant point by Chester. Poignant.
And 2-0. Oh, God, a relegation 6-pointer here. Burnley and Chelsea, right? Have Chelsea turn the corner on this one, Twist. They've got their W finally, but Burnley beat Luton. Is this chat? I hate Chelsea at the moment because I can't judge them.
I mean, I went Chelsea last week, got away with it, and they actually beat Fulham. Were they convincing? I just don't think Fulham were that great on the day. They scored a couple of early goals. The second goal was a bit lucky, and then they just held it out. I mean, you can't argue that defensively they're pretty solid. They've been pretty good on the Poch defensively, just lacking the goals. They brought in that Romanian guy, wherever he's from, and he scored a goal. I think he got injured, though, so I'm not even sure if he's fit for this one. But Burnley got their win. They finally got their win, so they're on track now, man.
Yes.
And it's going to be a close one, this. This is a one where I said last week I want to do some draws. This week I want to do some draws as well. I could see a draw here for sure. I feel like Chelsea might have more goal-scoring opportunities here again, more than they did against Fulham, because Burnley do like to play that open style. But I can see Burnley scoring as well. So I'm going to go with 1-1 for now, I think. I think it's going to be 1-1. That's how I'm going to go. What are you like doing?
Why is this still adjusting, this piece of shit, man? You going 1-1? What are you doing?
Chelsea, I don't know what to do with Chelsea. Every time I'm like, all right, you know what? I'm going to risk it. I'm going to go against them this week, and then they go and win. That's exactly what happened. So I don't care. It's Burnley. I mean, surely Chelsea are going to beat Burnley. If they're not, then Poch has got to be in trouble. I'm sorry. You can't be losing to Burnley or drawing to them. I'm just going to go Chelsea 2-1.
This is their last one, isn't it? Their last opportunity.
Why, they got
because they got 7 sweaty matches in a row next. Can you hear me?
Was there a pattern?
Yeah, Poch could be gone by the end of it.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
They've got Arsenal, Brentford, Spurs, Man City, Newcastle, Brighton, United. Oh my God, Poch could be gone by the end of that. Halfway through that.
Full sweat, absolutely full sweat. Quick shout out to Two-Star. I do my own artwork. If anyone's interested in a free profile picture, chat. Send him some requests. No, 2-1. Nico's gone 1-0. I can't see one. Maybe. I don't know, man. I'm going 2-1 Chelsea. This one I actually might watch at 3 o'clock. I'm so intrigued with this one because Boring Mouth still haven't won a game. Everton fluked that one win. Look how many L's they've got, man. Like, they're so bad at home, man. They're horrific at home. I have no clue to the point where I'm thinking this just has to be a draw. I can't tell.
That's what I did as well, man. 1-1. I'm just not sure with any of these teams anymore. It's just not clear. Don't know.
Does anyone in the chat know? I've seen a couple of 1-0s to Boring Mouth.
I mean, the fact is it Mope? Mope's on loan. No, sorry, it's the other way around. Mope's gone on loan to Brentford, the other way around. Yeah, I don't know, man. Yeah, it's just I've just gone 1-1 just based on the fact that I don't know.
You can deny it, but Boring Mouth are missing Gary O'Neill, and my boy Gary O'Neill working his magic last season, did it last week against Man City for Wolves. So look, they're missing him. They brought in this all fancy new continental manager, got all their new signings, and they're struggling. For this game, and Everton a weird one, man. I mean, how can they lose at home to Luton, man? That's just literally the most embarrassing thing you can do in this division. It's more embarrassing than what Man U do in this moment. So, and like you said, they're crap at home, man. They go away and look like a different team when they go away. So I feel like they're due a win here, though. Freaking Everton, man. They finally should get that home win. I feel like I'm going to go for a sneaky Everton 2-1.
I don't know, man. Yeah, and Brandon wants to know, why is he your boy?
I'll tell you what it is. I was impressed with him in the first game of the season. Wolves came to Old Trafford and played us off the park. Everyone else has come to Old Trafford and played us off the park since, but he was the first one to do it. So I'm giving him first credit. So that's basically what it is.
Is that it? That's literally it.
That's pretty much it. And you hate it. You seem to hate him for no apparent reason.
Brandon. There's your answer. I don't know with this one, guys. I mean, yeah, I do feel like it's 0-0, but I'm too scared to put 0-0 in. Josh was saying 2-1. There's a lot of draws.
0-0s are scary. That's a risky
can you do a picture of Ten Hag and Twist crying over another hammering? I'm gonna go 1-0. I'm gonna go 1-0. I think it's 1-1. Oh my God, there's some ugly matches, man.
So ugly,
Fulham against Sheffield United. Look at the L's on that, man. I mean, that's a pattern, isn't it? There's a draw incoming here, surely.
Man, you're talking about why Ten Hag's not been sacked. Why is Higginbottom not been sacked, man? Surely he's got to go for anyone else can go. Exactly.
I mean, no, he's doing a better job than Ten Hag.
Oh, 1 point.
He's
doing a better job. Okay.
Yeah.
So you rate Higginbottom, do you?
Did I say that?
You're saying he's doing a better job than Ten Hag?
If I never said I rated Ten Hag, then you could make that argument. Unless you're now going to straw man an argument, then you can't say that.
Oh, in 7 games. So what are you basing this on? Level of expectation, or the fact that we've got 9 points and they've got 1? Because which
I had Sheffield United to finish bottom of the league on 0 points. They're already on 1 point. Therefore, he's doing better than Ten Hag. You had Man U to finish second. You are sitting bottom of the top. Therefore, he is way behind. So, yes, I am correct that sitting bottom is doing better than Ten Hag based on expectation.
Based on your definition of expectation.
No, he kind of convinced me with it. He kind of convinced me with those points there.
To finish second.
Yeah, but we didn't lose 8-0. We did not lose 8-0, man. Everyone knows if you lose that big, you get the sack. That's standard rule. Boringmouth did it last year.
You lost 7-0, but okay.
Yeah, 8's the cutoff, man. Standard. Everyone knows that.
Wolverines kind of convinced me with that argument. Yeah, they are scheduled to be bottom, and you're scheduled to be in top 4.
I can't believe we're spending this amount of time on Fulham Sheffield United. I'm going Fulham win 1-0.
1-0. I went 2-1.
I'm thinking 2.
At some point, Sheffield United have to win a game, but it might be this one. But I don't know. I'm not going to take the risk.
I think Fulham could go down if there wasn't the crappers in the league. I think Fulham could go down.
Yeah, there's too many words.
If there wasn't the crappers in the league, they could go down. Isn't that every season?
Yeah, if there wasn't 6 big teams, Man U would have won. Yeah.
By the way, guys, we've only got 15 likes. You lot are so lazy. Hit that goddamn like button now, please. Thank you. All right, so I think 2-1 Fulham. I've got a funny feeling about that one.
Basically, on the same score every match. That's probably either bad for you. Man.
Yeah, that's bad for me with your form.
Might be bad. Yeah, I'm not on form this season, but I've been taking some risks, and now I'm just going so boring like everyone else.
Well, let me start with you on this, Simplaz, right? Because is it a relegation 6-pointer? Would you class Brentford in a relegation fight or not? I can't really tell on this one.
How are we going to look at the league table that you always look at and say, Forest are ahead of Man U? They're still not ahead of Man U. We're in crisis, and you're still below us, man.
Again, expectation. You want to go back down that argument? You said top 4. Are you in the top 4? No.
Wait. Didn't you say top 4 for Forest last year? That was your expectations.
Yeah, and that's why I said Cooper wasn't the right person.
Okay.
See, so are you gonna follow the same thing with Ten Hag?
Well, I've admitted that he's made mistakes. We're in a crisis, man, but we're still ahead of you on the table that you like to look at so often.
He's made mistakes means nothing. It means absolutely nothing, man.
Who do we replace him with, man? Seriously.
No, please don't say that line. Please don't say that line. Who do we replace him with?
We haven't.
Did he say that? Did he seriously say that?
He said the line, man. The line. It's like when Conte was messing out. Who do you replace him with?
You're going to put out your De Zerbi's, who just gets praised and doesn't get criticised for losing 6-1. You're going to put out your Emre's, who went to PSG, failed, went to Arsenal, top club, failed. He's doing it at mid-level club Villa, fair enough, but he's only been there less than a year.
Been there
about a year. So, look, you throw out these names, and the bottom line is,
I don't need to throw out any names. It's not my problem. It's not my problem.
What?
It's not my problem, nor is it your problem either.
What
it's not. You're not just all right. Say you wanted, I don't know, De Zerbi in. Yeah, you don't get the say. It's not your problem. Your choice is to make the decision in or out. The recruitment doesn't come from you.
But you've got to be realistic and say, look, even De Zerbi's got a 10 million release cost. We can't even afford his release cost. So in reality, they're not going to change the manager anytime soon, and we can't even afford the 10 million to get De Zerbi in. So, to be honest, a bit of a
Gary O'Neill then. Gazza in, your boy Gazza.
Big Gaz, man. That's what it's all about, man. Look, this has got to be a win.
So you got Gazza on the hook.
Let's bring it back to the game. 4 points for the next 2 games. Brentford, Sheffield United. Brentford, not great. They haven't got Tony, man. They haven't got goals in them. They should have beat Forest. They're unlucky with the VAR decision. So maybe VAR will screw us again because they feel sorry for Brentford because Forest got lucky. I don't know. But we need to go out there. We need to play Amrabat in midfield next to Casemiro. We need to freaking stop these schoolboy errors, man. I'm so sick of these individual errors. Like I said, I don't think he's lost the dressing room. I think the players are still trying, but it's just like a virus. It's a black cloud when you come into Man U. These top quality players just turn into idiots, making schoolboy mistakes. And Nana didn't make these mistakes. His whole career before he kicked him.
Manager, mate. And Villa 1982 is telling you to fuck off. Villa are a better team. Emre is the third best manager, and he won't touch your club with
Emre's the third best manager. Yet why didn't he do it at Arsenal then? Why was he sacked after 18 months at Arsenal? Why was he sacked at PSG? This guy.
Wait, who's the second best manager? And I'm presuming he means Ange.
He's flavour of the month. And I bring it back to the example of why you should give the managers a bit more time. Freaking Arteta at Arsenal. Everyone, even including me, thought he was going to get sacked. Everyone thought he was going to get sacked. And look how they've turned it around.
What have they won? What have they won?
Okay, you're going to discredit because they haven't won anything, but you know Arsenal did well last year and they're still doing well this year.
Arteta's a fraud. You know what Arteta does, right? You may as well call him Pep plus 2 months. That's what his name should be. All he does, he's like, oh shit, Pep's doing this weird thing where he's inverting fullbacks. Maybe if I put Partey at right back and invert him and copy Pep.
Yeah. I agree with that. I
just blew the league. Oh God.
I agree with that. He is a copy of Pep, but you can't deny he's done well in the last 18 months and he's turned that club around. Man, under Wenger, they were freaking a mess. Under Emre, they couldn't get in the Champions League. They weren't in the Champions League, 5-6 years? It's the first time they're back in. So you got to give him credit. And they gave him time. They gave him 2 years of fucking up. At least 2 years. I can't remember how long it was. Klopp,
he won.
Klopp had a bad first year, bad 18 months. They gave him time. So I'm not saying freaking
stuff.
Klopp didn't win anything. Pep Guardiola won nothing in his first season at Man City. You didn't see them saying, I should sack him, man. So look,
did he win nothing in his second year?
He did win some in his second year. And we're 7 games into the second season. And you're already freaking
win in his second year.
Nothing, because he didn't do anything till like the third, fourth. He hasn't won anything freaking then. So what are you talking about?
Wait, didn't he win the FA Cup? Was that under him or Emery?
I don't think he's won anything, has he?
Chat, did he win the FA Cup or not? I can't remember. I think he did.
But he was messing up for 2 years at least. I know that.
Yeah, he did. He won the FA Cup.
Yeah, I thought he did. Yeah. Yeah, didn't they do an open bus parade and stuff? Yeah.
Probably, not surprisingly.
Anyway, on this game though.
Yeah, go on.
Just back on this game. I don't know why I have Brentford tagged as like a mini bogey team. I feel like they were the beginning of your dissension for some reason. What was that game or something where they was that first game of the season where they hammered you like 4-0?
Second game of last season. Brighton are obviously our number one bogey team and lost to them at home 2-1 last season, first game. Second game was Brentford. He played freaking Ericsson in some kind of weird false number 9 thing. He was trying to pass out from the back with players that couldn't do it.
That's it. Yeah, I remember all that.
4-0, I think it was.
The thing is that I feel like Brentford are one peg down from what they were last year. Tony not being there is hurting them. They're a bit boring to watch.
It's a replica game of the Palace match. Sorry to cut you off, but I think it's just a replica game of the Palace match. They're organised, decent manager. He sets them up well. We just got to figure out how to break them down. We couldn't do it against Palace. He needs to figure out how to do it in this game.
Yeah. They are a bit boring with their low block there. It reminds me of Forest a bit. And my God.
Yeah, but is this the game last season where Ten Shag made your team run the extra kilometers that they didn't cover against Brentford? It was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
What a manager.
That's what I like about him, the discipline. He's getting rid of the player power. Another good thing about him.
So you actually lost, when you lost to Palace, that was also at home, wasn't it?
Correct.
Because I'm like leaning towards
at home. They should have lost to Forest at home.
Yeah.
Hey, if you guys have got any kahunas, you go for a Brentford win, man. What? Put your money where your mouth is.
No. I'm not as
exactly the same score I went for Palace, which was 1-0 Man U. Because every time I go 1-0 Man U, you lose. And I'll happily miss out on 3 points. Happily. So I'm going 1-0 Man U. What are you going, Nick?
This Villa guy's going on about like Emre being so amazing. 3rd place since Emre came in. Well, do you know what?
You know what? I hate Man U, but I'm sorry. Those stats are so dumb. No offense, right? You can
but talk to me tomorrow by 2 p.m. I'm going to say Spurs are 1st place since Ange came in, so he's the best manager in the league.
It's like the stats that a lot of the Forest fans, including me, chucked around. Forest are 1st in the league in January. Right now, in the calendar year of 2023, Forest were 1st in the league for the first 5 weeks. Cool.
Alternative tables.
It means nothing. It means nothing. Yeah.
From January
what was the other stat? Leicester have scored more goals than Chelsea in 2023. So what? Leicester in the Championship.
You should see the amount of things Spurs have won on these Spurs forums on these since X date.
Yeah.
That means nothing. But yeah, for me, I'm not going to risk it, man. I'm going safe. I'm going boring this week because I just need to get I'm so far down in this league at the moment. I'm going to go 2-1 Man U and just hope for the best.
1-0 guarantees a Brentford win. 1-0 guarantees a Brentford win. All right, the main event. Crystal Meth Palace against Nottingham Forest. Roy Hodgson's low block versus Cooper's low block. Injury crisis Palace versus couple of. I haven't seen the interview yet. Chat, who's injured for us? Can anyone give me a quick update? Let's get a semi-neutral view. Who wins this, Richmond FC or Forest?
Tough one, man. Forest are right up there and the toughest ones to predict. And I usually say Selhurst Park is a tough place to go, but the thing is with Selhurst Park, I feel like it's a tougher place to go on night games. So I don't know if anyone agrees with me with that. 3 p.m. at Selhurst Park are not as scary, I don't think.
Yeah, well, this is half 5, mate. This is half 5. It's
second half, you might be.
It will be dark. It'll be getting dark. And maybe it's the area. It's not the best area in London.
Okay, there you go. So you're going to win the first half, lose the second half, probably a draw 1-1 or something. But you got no excuse. Well, you've got some excuses. But look, Palace, all their best players are out, man. I can't see a goal in that team. They've got an aging AU, Schlupp, and that's about the only 2 players I can name from their team. I reckon Mr. Anderson probably not going to score a whip crack goal like he did against us, but you've really got
the albino, friggin' the sheepshagger reject, Hughes.
They're well organised. Roy gets them set up nice and solid. You know what you're going to get from them, but I can't see a spark in their team to score many goals. And Forest really should be looking at getting minimum a point in this game, to be fair. You've got literally the opposite. You've nearly got a fully fit squad now, although it's Dominguez out.
I don't know. I haven't seen the thing yet. I've been working. Crypto saying Cooper's ego is injured after one of the media asked him if we can score some more goals. Did they seriously ask him that? Finally, someone asks him a good question, man.
The key question in this game,
are you blagging me?
The key question in this game is an hour before kickoff. Is he going to go 4 at the back or 5 at the back? Because I think as every away game this season, he's gone 5 at the back. Am I wrong on that?
Second half Man City, no.
And that doesn't really count with the red card.
Yeah, but you got to shout out Wake Up here though. This is key. WLD. That's the sequence.
That's a sequence. All right, Forest win then. Wrap it up.
No, the sequence would be an L right here. What are you talking about?
Yeah, an L for Palace.
Oh, an L for Palace.
Welcome to the combo.
Yeah, but I'm looking at the Forest one. LWLWDLDL.
That's not a sequence, you idiot.
How is that not a sequence? Did you not study GCSE maths?
What's the sequence?
Yeah, but
LWLWDLDL.
Yeah, but this is a 7 sequence versus a 3
exactly.
one.
Looking at a 3. It has to be minimum 5.
I mean, listen, I know this is a really technical chat where we talk about sequences. We talk about Gary O'Neill being the first one to come to Old Trafford. What was the other one? It's a night game, half a night game. But for me, to be honest, I was veering towards Palace, but then watching the FFTV videos and seeing the injury crisis that they do have, I mean, I was then leaning to Forest. But then again, you mentioned four at the back, Twist, but they did it against Brentford and they weren't exactly impressive, to be honest.
Brazil football.
The most impressive thing I've ever seen. It looked better. Definitely in the first half, they played some nice football. And I want to back Forest because on paper, those players are decent, man. They're definitely better than the Palace team that will go out there with the injuries. But I just can't do it. I just feel like this might be a draw. I just got draw written all over it. It's going to be a little bit messy and boring.
Are Forest now an away team? Watching the video.
Well, I don't know what you're talking about, Mark. I was busy getting a haircut. I'm trying to go down Ten Hag route.
Are Forest now an away team, though? You're actually playing better football away from home than you are at the City Ground.
Yeah, we are.
Is that X factor of the crowd dissipated this year, man? It's all about the freaking away games now.
I wouldn't say we're playing better football away from home. We're probably we're not even picking up more points away from home. We played better in our losses. Is probably what I would say. That sounds stupid, but we have. Like we were lucky against Sheffield United. Is that W still the Sheffield United one? You could argue we're a bit lucky against Chelsea, but Chelsea was
Brentford. Lucky against Brentford as well. Should have been a penalty.
You could say we were lucky against Burnley. They should have had they had a goal disallowed as well. So, I don't know. I don't know. My gut feeling said a draw, yeah. But after speaking to Eagle-Eyed Cherry, as I'm going to call him now, yesterday, Rich and JC, man, they were in the mud, man. But I don't know if they're going for a double blag. That's what's worrying me. Are they going for a double blag? But Eze and Elise and Eze are out. I mean,
that's huge,
there's no one else. They might as well just be playing two players, you know. So,
and obviously they don't have Zaha anymore because he's too busy smashing Man U.
True.
Sliding.
I'm gonna go 1-0 Forest. I hate putting a
game. That is an entertaining game right there, man.
Oh, it's going to be a dry game. It's definitely going to be a dry game. By the way, if anyone's going to the game tomorrow, can you send me a quick WhatsApp, ! WhatsApp in the chat? I need to talk to you. What are you lot on? You gonna draw more?
Yeah, 1-0 for me.
I've called both your 1-0s, then 2 draws. Both were 1-0. I got 3 points and then so I'm sticking with it, man. Another 3 points. I'm going 1-1.
Chris, good point. Remind me at the end so I can take a screenshot of it. Nottingham Forest FC. That's got like, if you're going to do it, Joe Linton, you got to have a little ring to it, man. There's no ring to it. Oh, this is an interesting one. I didn't even know they were playing. Liverpoolus Varlus versus Brighton.
Really? What? You're going to try and lose their tag because they got one decision against them? I mean,
yeah, they're just going to.
You're just one of the sheep that just listen to their loud voices. Okay.
Liverpool are going to get even more decisions now, man. They already got a load of decisions. They got a load of luck. Now they're just going to get even more. Any hint, any arm that drifts close to a hand. Oh, give him a penalty, man. I feel sorry for Liverpool.
This is it, man. They're going to get it, because of the amount of noise that they made. All the refs are going to be terrified to give anything against them. But the thing is, Brighton got their classic loss out the way, so now are they back on the upturn again? They're so random.
This one.
I don't know.
Chat,
you know
what are you saying? Andy's saying 4-1 Liverpool. He's saying
they didn't exactly look great yesterday.
Brighton are a bit in the mud. Kids. Can we just give a bit of freaking criticism to Brighton, man? Again, they didn't win in the Europa League. They got nailed 6-1 against Villa, who's meant to be. You say, oh, they're a good team. They're a good team. Oh, it's okay. They get lost. Villa are on the same level as Brighton, or where Brighton want to be. The same. They got nailed 6-1. No criticism. Oh, great effort from Villa. Villa really deserved it. Brighton, we'll see them next week. They'll do better. That's all you get when you freaking Brighton lose.
Do you want to be criticizing your future manager, though?
I mean, he's not a future. Not with that 10 mil release clause. No way you can afford that. I'm putting a Liverpool win on this one, man. Liverpool seems solid. They both played last night, but I feel like Brighton probably played more of their first team. Liverpool were able to sub a few off. They're going to be slightly fresher. I'm going to go with an away win. 3-1.
I have no idea. What are you doing, man?
I'm just going Liverpool win because I know that VAR is going to fully support them now. I'm just going to back Liverpool in every single game for the rest of the season now. Any sort of 50-50, they're going to get terrified refs, and I don't blame them.
I think this is a draw. I don't know.
Brighton don't do draws, man.
I want Brighton to get relegated. I'll be honest with you. I want them down. They have to go on a big L streak for me here.
If you're going to look at patterns, they might be on a 4-win streak coming up here.
Liverpool or Brighton. It depends which way you want to look.
Brighton.
No, they haven't really got a pattern, have they?
Yeah, they got 2 wins and a loss, 3 wins and a loss, 4 wins
and a loss. And a 4 dub. You're looking for an N+ pattern there. X equals N+.
Yeah, that's key. N+1.
Yeah. I'm gonna go Liverpool. I don't know.
You just said draw, man, to cover you back once again. So now it's a draw. When it's a drawing,
yeah, that VAR rule is kind of true.
I told you. This one,
this
is stone cold. I mean, they just beat PSG. Surely there's no debate here.
They could have some hangover.
Is there that dopamine drop after that victory?
It's a prime example of why.
I think there's an upset here.
Really?
West Ham are going to win.
I ain't risking it.
I don't know if I'd go that far, but I think it could be a draw, like a low block.
A draw, man. Let's just give credit to Newcastle. That's what you get when you get a takeover from an Arab nation, man. They just turn it around instantly. From relegation, this is what we need at Old Trafford, man. We need that Qatari money in to sort us out, just like Newcastle and sort it out. Anyway, I think Newcastle are going to win 2-1.
I've gone 3-1.
I think I'm going to go a draw.
Go on then. Lock that in.
I think I'm going to go a draw. I just feel a little hangover. They suddenly think they beat a crappy PSG team. They suddenly think they're, Forest.
Yeah, but they just somewhere random. West Ham just come back from Europe, like going somewhere.
They played in Europe as well. Yes, you are right. They just beat Sheffield United, didn't they? Who did they lose to? Liverpool, Man City.
West Ham are the team that lose who they're meant to lose to and beat who they're meant to beat, man. That's basically what
they follow the rules.
Yeah.
I can see that. All right, Wolves Villa. Ugh.
Yes, now Gary.
This is a big
Birmingham. I'm not a fan of Birmingham. Birmingham's a dump, man. It's a dump. I don't.
Can we just give 30 seconds to appreciate the victory of Gary O'Neill and Wolves last week against Man City? Great performance from them.
No, we can't. That is pointless. It's pointless.
Why was it pointless?
Look how bad he is. Is there a pattern there? No, not really. There's another. If we go on the Brighton pattern there, that means Villa should lose. If we have a quick look at that Brighton pattern, they followed they went 2 dubs and L, 3 dubs and L. A Villa brewing one up here.
I don't know. I'm going based on the derby rule. They should be quite hyped up.
Isn't a full-on derby though? This isn't a Black Country derby.
Yeah, no, it's like what, max half an hour away. I don't know. I'm going for a high-score draw here. I think it'll be quite fun to watch. Competitive. Wolves are coming off the high of the Man City game. Yeah. Villa cannot win 4 in a row. I mean, whatever the order is.
Well, Emery might be the best manager in the league, which chat seems to think, but I think Wolves might cause a little upset here. I'm tempted to go Wolves 2-1.
Again, a double down
upset. The old goggles coming on though, Twitter.
Gary O'Neill goggles coming out here, but they've had a week off the back of the Man City one. Like Simplas says, nice confidence boost there. Villa playing last night, Thursday to Sunday. We've talked before how this is going to affect a lot of these teams. Definitely see a draw. Could see a win, but I'm going to go with a draw, I think.
Yeah, that's what I would.
Yeah. I don't know. I think I was thinking a draw until Mo said that Villa won't get 4 wins in a row, which on his form probably means that they will.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go Villa to win this. I'll give Neto's heart man at the moment. I'll give him 1 goal. And then I guess the marquee match of the week. Oh man, I don't know about this one.
A battle for second place.
Is he injured?
Yeah, he's injured.
Saka's out and Rodri suspended. Probably the most important players for each team is out, arguably.
I don't know. Against Spurs, they missed Martinelli a lot.
Yeah, I agree with that, but I feel like Saka's the level up on Martinelli.
He is level up, yeah.
And Rodri for Man City, we can't argue that he's their most important player.
They've always seemed to have like a million midfielders at Man City that they can just bring in.
Who is Rodri's replacement? It's what's his name, Phillips, isn't it?
Yeah, he's a decent replacement, man.
So I don't know.
I'm going to put my hands up straight out. I'll let you lot finish this. I've just gone full baby mode, gone for a draw on this one.
You want Spurs to be top.
Look, this is the battle for second place. So, you know, they're both going to be fighting out quite tough for it. And I just, you know, I want them to draw. So I'm going to use the power of my mind to try and enforce that. 1-2 on this.
So one could say
I think they'll both take it as well.
Let me ask you a question. Stop. Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question.
Yeah, the answer is yes.
Do you think Spurs can win
the answer is yes. The answer is yes.
You think Spurs can win the league?
Wow. That is a wow moment for me, man. Spurs can win the league. Confident.
Listen. If we don't get any injuries, if we win most of our games and
if we get the
and Man City and Arsenal drop a bunch of points, we've got half a chance. If I'm being serious, then obviously I don't think we're going to win the league. I'll definitely take top 4 this season, but you got to think we've got nothing else to play for except for the FA Cup. I mean, if there ever was a season that you want to try and sneak it would be right now, because we most likely will be in some sort of European Championship next year. And then the injuries and all that stuff come up. But the second we lose Maddison or Son, we're going to be in big trouble.
I can't believe you said yes.
I caveated that. I caveated that.
I mean, you could say that both. Let's bring it back to this game. Both these teams are not really playing the best football. Arsenal specifically, I don't think they've really played that great, but they're still undefeated. So you can't deny that. It does stink, absolutely stink of a draw, man. But I feel like everyone's going to go draw for this. So I might go with a sneaky away win here. Haaland is due a moment. He's had a few goals this season, but he's been a bit off the ball for his levels. So I think it could be a Haaland hat-trick or a Haaland double. 2 or 3-1 Man City. That's how I'm going to go.
I've got a feeling Arsenal are going to win if it's not a draw. Like, Man City have like a blue moon period of 10 days in the year where they just lose all their matches. They're in that period at the moment, and they're going to go into robot mode. If they've lost their last 2 games, haven't they? Technically, if you look at the cup as well. Well, they won in the Champions League. Okay, domestic. Then I'm going to get domestic rule here. I think 2-1 Arsenal. 2-1 Arsenal.
Who comes in then? Who's replacing Saka? Trossard, is he still injured as well? And is Martinelli still injured? So it's literally going to be what? Jesus one side, maybe Trossard the other, and Nketiah is the striker. That doesn't sound great, but we'll see. And that's it.
I don't know. I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure. A lot of people saying Man City to win it. I think it's too default just to say Man City. Too default.
I think the Saka factor, man, he's their number 1 player for me, attacking wise anyway. Definitely, everyone can agree on that. Without him, I know Rodri is going to be a big miss, but I'm sticking with Man City. I can't believe you're going to Arsenal, to be fair.
All right, well, more importantly is obviously the Forest Palace game. We're going to get into that in more detail tonight at 8:30 on Grumpy Old Reds. So take yourselves a quick break. You got 2 hours. Get yourself some food and take a poo or whatever you need to do. And we'll be back for that. And there's a few questions that need to be answered. I need to go watch Steve Cooper's press conference because I got no idea who's injured. And we'll be back in 2 hours' time where the weekend really will kick off. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you then. Come on, you Reds.